Yes. And I can literally just boom, down, up. Del- oh, cool.
I don't know where Bowie is. Should I pick him up? Reg, do you want him in my lap? Pick him up later? After this? Okay. I didn't hear that, but
Give us a little count
I'm
to
lip
10 there,
reading.
please, Janet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, here we go. Where's my script gone? There it is. I had the strangest dream last night that Diana Benici was in on the show, and she's so lovely. But in the dream, it went really badly. Hey Diana, it's lovely to see you. You're looking so much better.
Better? Better than what?
Well, like than the last time you were in.
Well, what about the last time? What did I look like the last time?
Well, like I'm gonna say it.
I really don't know. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't say bloated, but you know what I mean.
Excuse me, I look bloated.
But like, there's loads of reasons that you could be bloated, puffy.
Right, bloated, like your ego, you pretentious prick.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can
You're a prick.
you even spell pretentious? You rubbish kid book author. Oh, I'm Diana Benici. I'm the author of Pursuit of Awesome.
Ooh, I'm now Horan, and I know it's the opposite way around, but you know what
Take
I'm trying
two.
to
We'll
say.
cut it out. Take two.
Okay.
Do we need it all in one take?
Okay. Oh, I'm Owen McDermott, and I know Niall Horan.
Oh, I'm Diana Benici. My boyfriend's in Codaline.
Oh, I'm Owen, and my ridiculous hair makes Jedward's hair look normal.
Fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
Whoa. Hey, Diana Benici.
Hey, Owen McDermott.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Great. You're very welcome to show.
You look a bit different to the last time I...
Oh, psych! Psych. Greetings. Haven't seen you in a long time. Your hair is blonde now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, your eyesight is better now.
It wasn't blonde last time, was it? It was.
No, I think it was just boring brown.
Do blondes have more fun?
I always have fun.
Yeah, there you go. What is this wonderful endeavour that has you joining us today? This is fabulous.
Yes, it is. I'm here with the Christmas Shoebox Appeal with Team Hope.
Hang on a sec.
What?
What was that noise?
It's my little puppy!
Hey!
He's somewhere under a desk.
Diana has brought Bowie, her little... What kind of dog is he?
He is a Bichon, a much loved one.
He's
and very, very spoilt.
He's pocket size. Is that as big as he gets? Is he fully grown now?
Well, you'd have to have a very, very big pocket to fit him in your pocket. But
Well, yeah.
He's pretty small.
If you had one of those coats, like, do you remember, who are those
The
guys?
Rihanna coat.
The Rihanna coat, or I was going more old school than that. Do you
What?
remember the guys who sang "See Me at the Crossroads"?
Oh,
Crossroads.
Blazing Squad.
Blazing Squad. If you had a Blazing Squad fur-lined hoodie jacket, he'd fit in one of those pockets.
He'd look like the jacket.
He
He'd just
would.
blend.
You can stick him around your neck. He could be the hood. This is Get Rapping. It's called. It's the Team Hope Shoebox Appeal.
Yes, it is. So this is all about getting everyone out there to find an old shoebox, fill it with lots of little presents, and send it out to, I suppose, a child who's not expecting it, who's not used to getting presents in the third world. So countries as far wide as, obviously, Africa, the continent, and then Eastern Europe and ex-USSR countries as well.
Is this specifically for Christmas? Is this a Christmas appeal?
Well, it is a Christmas appeal, yes, but the shoeboxes don't necessarily get delivered at Christmas time. So I went to Swaziland 2 years ago with Team Hope Ireland, and we delivered our shoeboxes in March. Just because of the distances that they're travelling.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
not always going to arrive there at Christmas. And this year the campaign is wrapping up on the 11th of November. So we're encouraging everyone out there to go and grab their shoeboxes, cram as many as they can with goodies, and then drop them off in one of the 400 drop-off points around the country, and just put a smile on my child's
400?
face. Yes.
Where are these places? How do people find
they're
them?
all around the country. Places like
Don't name all
AXA,
400.
Fast Fit, First Stop, and all Toy Master stores. So you can drop off your shoeboxes
Oh,
anywhere
brilliant.
there. And there are, of course, some other drop-off points around the country, and you can find them on the Team Hope website, teamhope.ie.
And what kind of stuff do you want people to put in them? Because I assume there's stuff that can't travel.
Absolutely. So when we think of, I just banged the table there.
That's quite right.
Sorry. When we think of Making it less awkward now.
Fill your shoeboxes, goddammit!
Do it. When we're talking about filling the shoeboxes, we think of the 4 W's. So that is something to wash with, something to write with, something to wear, and something to wow. So in terms of washing, you might put in a bar of soap, a toothbrush, toothpaste. In terms of writing, well, that's obviously
What
pretty
about
clear.
like some Nivea exfoliating facial scrub?
You could definitely put some Nivea exfoliating facial scrub. I don't think the
Other
children
facial scrubs are available.
will be too worried what brand
Yeah.
it is. All they're looking for basically is basic necessities. They don't have those.
Okay.
Certainly the children that I met in Swaziland didn't have anything, and like a simple thing like a towel would have literally taken their breath away. They were so amazed at the
Wow.
fluffiness and the softness straight away, rubbing it against their faces, because what they've had until now are rags that they've had for 10 years or more.
What
So,
age were these kids that you met?
I met children of all ages, from babies to toddlers to teenagers. Swaziland is literally a country of children raising children, so the vast majority of the population is under 35 years of age. It's riddled with HIV, so it's also a dying nation, and it's very rare to see old people there. And in my week that I spent there, I actually only saw one old person, and it was this girl called Indiwe. Her grandmother, who I think she was maybe in her late 50s, looked like she was in her late 90s, close to 100, just because she was so weathered down. She wasn't, she doesn't have a proper diet, she doesn't have access to medical care. They live in the middle of nowhere in a little hut where it takes hours to even get to a hospital or see another civilian or citizen. So times are tough over there, and yeah, I met children of all ages, and the vast majority of the population are very young.
Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the campaign. Will you hang on there for a sec? We're going to take a song. It's your choice, ladies' choice. What are we having?
Ooh, can we have some Justin Bieber?
Oh, for God's
Come
sake,
on!
Diana.
Fine, can we have some Codaline?
No, that's even worse. No, it's not worse. It's way better in that I love Codaline. And Justin Bieber's also been good the last while too, but you can't pick Codaline because it's your significant other. That's
What
too
would
obvious.
you like me to
No,
pick,
you
though?
want Justin Bieber, and it's not that I dislike Justin Bieber. To be fair, he's had a bit of a pop career renaissance, hasn't he? He's a little bit overkill.
Can we change it up? Can we do a little mix shout out to my ex?
Let's do shout out to my ex.
There we go.
That derivative copy with Diana Benici. What? Can't hear it. Sorry. Oh yeah.
Little Mix could be on the show on Thursday, so it's going to date it. Do you know what I mean? You might be doing Little Mix later if we get the interview tomorrow.
Oh,
Or we could keep
I
it
didn't know.
Friday. It's your call. I won't be here, obviously, but just to say it to you, okay?
Oh no, yeah, it's fine. We'll work around it. Yeah. Little Mix on 2FM, as chosen by Diana Bonici, who joins us now for talking about Get Rapping. That wasn't a great English sentence, but you know what I mean. Get Rapping, Team Hope Shoebox Appeal. Diana, we have made you a box.
yes, you have.
So the idea is you fill up a shoebox with loads of goodies. The 4 W's, I like that. So
Yes.
something to wash with, something to wear,
Write with,
and something to
wear,
wow.
and something to wow. So something
What's
to
the wow bit?
being a toy or a jigsaw or a skipping rope. Something that isn't I suppose a basic day-to-day necessity, but something that is special, like a toy, because those children literally never get presents ever. So you're talking about giving them a Christmas present here. You're actually probably giving them the first and only present they'll ever get. So we're so spoiled.
Which is like simultaneously devastating and also lovely.
Yes, because in the Western world we're so spoiled, and we're used to getting gifts, we're used to getting pocket money, going out and getting whatever we want pretty much most of the time,
Yeah.
in terms of like even a sweet or a bar of chocolate or a packet of crisps, whereas over there they did not have that luxury at all. Children I'd met had come as far as 10 kilometres on foot. We're talking about 2-year-olds, 1-year-olds, their mums carrying them in wheelbarrows, up to
To
4
get
or
like
5
to get a
to
skipping
get loose, yeah. So
rope or a
literally
blanket
4 or
or
5
yeah.
children in a wheelbarrow wheeled for 10 kilometers to get to the point where they were picking up their shoebox and then back again.
Sounds like fiction. It
in-
sounds
in
like
crazy heat.
it sounds so outrageous, doesn't it? So
It does.
it's a beautiful appeal, and like
But the
Diana
thing
said,
is,
there's
and this is what my brother at the time was 17, and he was just like, I find it very hard to grasp and to connect with, because it seems so far removed and so far away from where we are. But when I came back and told him the stories of the people I met and the children I met and the difference these shoeboxes make, he was able to kind of connect and comprehend it a little bit better. I wrote an
Yeah.
article, same thing. So I suppose I'm just trying to bring it home that it does make a huge difference. I've seen it with my own eyes, kind of like the twinkling, excited eyes of a child who has never had the experience of this, and they love getting a photograph in the shoebox as well of the child or whoever is sending them the gift. They love getting letters. They might not be able to understand them, but they love knowing that the person who has sent this to them has thought of them and they can see what they look like.
Even a
So,
little postcard
yeah.
or something in the box. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Well, here's ours, Dana. You can
Yes.
you touch my box. You can put your hand in my box. You have a good feel around there and make sure you're satisfied with it.
Oh,
Um,
perfect. Well, I can see straight away there's a colouring book and pencils, which is fantastic. They'll
Yes.
have loads of fun out of that, and they can use the pencils for when they're in school. One thing I noticed straight away that isn't fantastic, well, it's pretty to look at, but will become a little bit useless, is this battery-operated LED light.
Good point. Nothing with batteries.
Nothing with batteries, because they won't be able to have access to replace them.
Once they run out of the initial battery.
Nothing with
Gotcha.
the power source, because obviously they most of them don't have powers in their hoods.
Of course.
So they won't
Good
be
to
able
know.
use
Good to
them.
know.
A pen, always great. Sellotape, handy. I don't know what they'll be taping, but always
They might take the
handy.
postcard to, like, if they have a hut or something, to the wall of their
Absolutely.
their hut.
There's lots of notebooks here. One thing I will say is when you think of, say, a country like Africa, you think, oh, it's hot there all the time, so I won't bother with putting a hat or scarves or gloves. But that is actually what they love getting, because despite it being 35 degrees and to us seeming like it's really hot, to them it's actually quite cool since they're used to 50 something degrees in their hot climate in the summer.
So they wrap up in 35.
I'm not even joking. They wrap up. Like, I was surrounded by children wearing their hats and scarves, and I didn't really comprehend it because they were cold, but yet they were sweating. So I was like, I've never seen this before. But yeah, no, that's really important as well. But as I said, it's not all about Africa. Some of these shoeboxes, a lot of them actually end up in Eastern Europe as well, and the ex-USSR countries. So we're talking countries like Moldova, where I'm from, Romania, the Ukraine, obviously Chernobyl, and they have a huge difference there as well. So it might not necessarily be sent to a child who is,
Yeah, of course.
an orphan in Africa, but it might go to a child who's really sick in hospital in the Ukraine, or a child who is an orphan in Moldova, or a child who's ended up in child prostitution in the Ukraine or somewhere. So there's so many different scenarios. You literally don't know where your shoebox is going to end up, but it's definitely going to make a huge difference in someone's life.
No, it's a wonderful campaign, and fair play to you for supporting. If
you.
people want to check out the full list of drop-off points and details and whatnot, teamhope.ie. And one final time, if you're filling a shoebox, the 4 W's. Dana.
It is something to wash with, something to write with, something to wear, and something to wow.
Dana Bonici, thank you so very much.
Thank you.